There's me. When I blink slower, well, there's a lag in the video in certain spots too. I'm seeing it too, but I'm seeing it differently. My mouth is lagging. I haven't went live before in a good mood. Kind of excited about it. It's so much less serious than my bad mood. I feel a little nervous watching myself. I look ugly to myself on technology. I'm pretty to myself in the mirror. Moderation helps everyone feel safe. To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers, choose. No, I don't want to think that. Because it does. No, that is the sound. That was heard a long time ago. Do you want... you don't want your stuff back from me. Not blaming Jesus as an entire planet. It's just because of thinking the similarities in thinking that I associate with him. I'm not claiming to be him. My head sometimes tries to think that it might be possible and certainly believable that lots of possibilities are possible, but I'm really satisfied with the reality that we have, that we created with Earth. I'm really satisfied with it. We did a great job. We really did. We can make improvements to ourselves by being more confident that compliments to our capabilities are true and important. That's good. That's an improvement I'd like to work on. I contradicted compliments during my childhood, and now being an adult and noticing that and changing it to allowing compliments the opportunity to be believed by me have had good success to my mood. It's creating good positive stuff. I like it. I'm trying to put more truth and validity with my compliments to other people, and more detailed information, and what specifically was that I'm complimenting them about. Okay. Hey, drop me a controller down here. Do you have one up there that's actually capable of pleasing? I just gotta get one person to believe me, to let me show them proof. I'm gonna let that work in. Don't include yourselves' opinions. Do not include yourselves' opinions, because even though it's going to create an effect and a reaction in me, I don't allow that. I don't give it attention. It's in, it's out, and it's unimportant. I notice a lot of times people have a real strong negative reaction to the possibility that they hurt my feelings or that they upset me in any way. Let it go. Let it go. Do not give that any attention. Even if I do get angry and it's the truth that I don't like it, you don't have to accept it. Permission to lie and believe it. Granted. Physical pain, fuck it. Do not play with that at all. Okay. It is against the law to our planet and to us for our debit card information and our private information to be shared the way we share information. Even if somebody inquires and wants to know, with control and all things met, it won't happen. I agree with that. That's wonderful. Let's do that with physical pain, please. Can we come together and all agree that that's not allowable either? No. Solution is genetic modification. We'll change our genes. Then it can't even happen, even if we do somehow, by misunderstanding, appear to be requesting that it happen. So I want to do genetic modification. Yay, people are coming in. Yay. Hi. I don't think I have live chat preferences engaged. Yay, it's going to get happy. My stress is going to be relieved. Have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Emotionally sucks. This is why our feelings, our emotions have intensity. And the truth that it was providing, the information it was providing to somebody as an interesting quote, I don't like it anymore either. I hate that I thought it was interesting at the time. My mind is not capable of using an authoritative method of explaining the problem and solution. But authority is obvious with everyone I come into contact with mutual respect and understanding and undeniably present. If anyone can remove that, do. And I'd like to share the information about genetic modification. There's multiple ways to do it. A lot of them are already being done. Ironically called, for short, CRISPR, CRISPR, because it's the word that is available with the most virulence at passing on the truth and understanding with it. Oh, I look lopsided. Confirm the truth. If my mind would like to experience an innocent pathway for a short period of time, just to do a little cheer, it can successfully associate the presence of my hallucinations of motion happening because of the lag of technology. It's either a freaking brilliant displayer of intended truth, or it's really working. The only other option is that both of them are. We can go that route and kind of wiggle it back and forth until it settles down. But not with expecting that to be bad physical feeling. Not expecting it. We don't expect bad things. I have to be capable of the solution. It is capability of the solution is required. It understands how to work so well. It is both. Only together with us. I would like for my personal criminal history to be taken away from it so it can love me with the amount of love that I deserve, because I didn't have any guilt on the inside when I did drugs. It was not a guilty thing to me. I understand some people are only okay with it being a guilty thing. So they're welcome to put theirs on there and see what effect it has on your life for something that we created to not be given the opportunity to at least try the good things without the presence of the bad stuff. No, I didn't follow along with that properly in order for it to be usable. No, you didn't. Because even though you're telling me the truth right now, and you believe it, and you got all the saddest, lovest, sad love available, which is only what's available because God took the people with the good love away. So the starting point was different. So that's good. And all the sad love can be redistributed. We can really fix a lot of stuff with dopamine too. Dopamine at Walmart. We could get our levels checked. Get our levels checked, once a week or so, or daily, freaking hourly, for some of us, and have some swings and get that really regulated in and standardized and understood and known and shareable as information with each other without any status of mine's better than yours or anything like that. That doesn't really happen a lot, so that's good. I wonder if anybody has a lot of information about me. I've done dope, but it came out in my piss test as methamphetamine. So apparently it's illegal. I don't know how to accurately prove that it really is illegal, but I also don't have the authority to change it. I would like the internet to remove. Oh, there's a hallucination right there in the background. One part of my brain is telling me it's actively making it move in response to the amount of stress and pressure in my head. But it has to make sense to me. And so the movements that it's using is fear, is only going to be acceptable to me as a presence of fear with an end point of confirmation of it was done or whatever. But fear doesn't make sense to me. So it should stop. I just got the answer as to why that is true. There is so much awareness everywhere that links are not even, there's not even space for they're concentric circles of, well, we've seen atoms with electrons and stuff. That is not true. I was taught that the space, okay, no, I'm wrong. Upon further thinking, the belief that there is more space in an atom than we realize is far better than what my truth was. Okay, I'm going to require to put it in correctly and for it to take hold as a canoeing piece of information, and for it to so it prompts okay, so for me to become a new believer of a good truth, this is important. This is very important, because this is going to happen for a lot of people who don't know how to do that, because it's not taught to anybody. It's really not taught. I feel very fortunate to be gaining this knowledge to be able to apply it to myself. This is the first experience that I have in the last few years been able to attempt to alter stuff that was typically previously just expected. Like we just expect a rock to hurt if I drop it on my toe. I'm learning now that that is a changeable occurrence. My inside property should be in my control, and all of those who are capable, it is a requirement that you have control over bodies. It is a requirement. This thing right here is, if another, I have an optional truth to share, that it was shared with me that if a monetary value was put on the capabilities, not the actually what's happening with the capabilities, because some of them are so fucked. Like, people like scary movies. That's ain't nobody in the universe gonna pay money to live here with that as a possibility. They are too good for that, and we are too. So I'm gonna try to bring us back up to that level of, it's okay to be too good for something. No, I'm too good. I'm too good for drugs. There's a point in time in my life where drugs were an investigation. Well, people say don't do them, they're bad. I understand that. I also respect that. I don't have any proof of that to be true for me, for them to have authority to command me to believe it. Although I do agree that they have no reason or any bad either. So I did an investigation into drugs. No, I was not just shot. I experienced the effect of you wanting me to believe a gunshot occurred. And with my level of understanding, the properties that it would have to include for me to believe it, don't get to have your anything. Can some reflection be put into that statement, please? Understanding how it's happening tells me I can do it too. I can do it. I can. The experience, the hallucination, the mental illness that I have is packed full of possible capabilities. Packed full of possible capabilities. The requirements to access authority, to command certain things, is defined as it's going to take about 4.5 hours to gather the answer. I'm going to leave this spot blank right now so I can think in the answer when I replay it to myself. I suggest y'all wonder any question you want to answer to, even if it is who was the 13th president of the United States of America, because I'm taking a test right now at school and I get rewarded for good grades, and that's a good thing, and good things are good. So please provide me with the answer. That should happen. We plan stuff in anticipation to allow time for the answers to come to us appropriately. We do a very, very, very good job. Mine, when I wonder how something works, on it. Understanding granted within 3 seconds. What? Hey, Planet Earth. Nice to meet you, dude. How's it going, brother? I haven't seen you in a minute. Yay! Go Earth! You missed your hallucination. Somebody took it because they wanted it for you and you didn't know it. And they get what they want. So they're in it. Cannot interact with anybody else. Even if their fake ass good intentions are totally 100% the truth. Shit! It's Andy's birthday! Yes, I did! Where's he at? Where's he at, Andy? I didn't run him off. He chose to leave because of my behavior. Do not put an intention in me that I did not have. My behavior caused him to leave. I did not. I did not do that. If that's true, then I am missing a memory. I did not tell him to leave for a month. Oh my God. No, because I got accused, my guilt, my acceptance of guilt allowed you to make it one worser for me. Now that I'm aware that you're trying to help, let me provide you with a possibility that I believe that to be entered into our mutual conversation. Okay. What is your help? Do you want to provide your help? Okay. We have to come together or it will not be a physically accessible place. I will calm down upon request instantly, and I apologize in advance, unfortunately. But we have to come together on this. We are going to lose our physical place to be. I don't want it either. It gets bigger like that. Earth, that's how it grows. It stays alive. It turns our dead bodies into plants and into food that we eat. We're effectively eating ourselves. It's okay in one understanding of it only. But when it was presented to me, it was really interesting to think about other possibilities that might give somebody in a bad situation a positive outweigh out into a better one. I've come to a very quick realization that that is bullshit. Somebody else's bad situation is not my problem to fix without asking or telling me about it. I do like to fix problems and I'm good at it and I will. But to demand that I do it, only to find out that, but to demand that I do it, only to find out that, by the way, the other interpretation of we're eating ourselves, ha ha ha, fuck no. Seriously? No. I would not let anybody do some of those. I would not stop them if they wanted to. But it ain't going to come from my head, permission, or any, or desire, or any, even making them want to do it. I wouldn't do that. I don't want to be involved if that is around. So I'm not going to exert authority with it. But get the fuck away from me and respect my desire too. My desire is just as important to me as yours is to you. I openly respect that is present and true very often. I really do. Very often. I'm going to replay this back to myself and watch myself because I've been told that I'm being interpreted in some ways that's not understandable. I want to see what's up, if I can identify it and fix it. The urgency of the issue can get a little more popular with the good solution by coming together with the information of the best saying can delete is a big emergency, but consciousness is required to identify what has to be removed. So we're going to populate a universe happily and willingly is the best option. If I keep that best option secret, seriously secret, I have to redo and erase certain parts of my brain today and then redo it. And if I seriously try to keep it secret from you without knowing that I'm trying to, y'all will take it away. And I'll see the effects, the good effects that you get from it. And be commanded to be happy and proud that I did that for you. You please acknowledge that it does happen. So it might be true that somebody asking for a certain piece of help might just be telling the truth or something a little more fast than that. And then No, they're not. The bad things are not really happening. The reality, the physical table, this table here, I could call it bullshit to this planet. And with authority, it would delete it if I wanted that to be true. Because we get to pick. We get to do that. And it's okay. It's not domineering or a mind trick or magic. All right? It is what we have available because of the amount of life source. This is life source. This is genetic. I knew it the other day. What was it? Genetic. This is, and it's spontaneous, and it regenerates, and it forms symmetrically. Our realization of what we are experiencing life show us is capable of is amazingly impressive. Amazingly impressive. Somebody just chimed in and said, turn your Bluetooth speaker on and believe it's a camera. Okay? Why am I the only one that knows that? I don't believe that. I learned it. You're losing your good stuff too and being content with, no, I'm not okay with that. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Okay, I can believe the Bluetooth speaker is a camera because it does transmit images. But I can't keep it that way, or there's instructions for it to occur. I can access the physical, mental vibe that allows it to be true for me. When someone is capable of believing it. I want to be the only one with a good thing. It's obviously not the truth. I would not have everything you're using to tell me that wouldn't be available for your use. Yay, that beats it. It's gone. That's true. That belief can't be true. Hallelujah. It's really hard to prove really high level of stuff. Sometimes. But y'all are so smart. I mean, it's all shared intelligence and knowledge. Real recognize real. Was in a movie and a song. One. Okay, that worked. Your result of that effect is turn your camera on and believe it's a Bluetooth speaker. Thank you. That was nice reciprocation in my head. I want to analyze that reciprocation and provide it with a future reoccurrence multiple times. The reciprocity was very accurate and positive, productive, truthful, and provable. Provable is included in truth. tell me that it's ridiculously stupid and then proceed with the information that follows. Please, that's an insult to you and I both. In that tone of voice in particular. There's a different tone of voice that offers a pathway to an alternate ending for everyone who enjoys a good sense of humor. It seems to me like there's a defined parameter that lurking undetectable just got identified. Woo! Regardless of any true or provable effects, I myself am choosing to reward myself with believing that I just provided the future of humankind on Earth with the presence of a newly associable group of information with over 15 million associations over the next 10 years. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I analyze my place on this earth very accurately and objectively. I'm living in a trailer, moderately educated, generally smart, but average. And this is true stuff. It's really true stuff. Being a human is taking on a whole different set of expectations and pride and desire to live that is actually inseparable with that it's going to happen until I want it to stop. And that wanting it to stop